Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Be a Nurse They Said. My name is Lainey and I thank you so much for joining me. If you have not gotten the chance to yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all things Be a Nurse They Said and all the shorts and the videos that I post on my channel. This week we're going to talk about questions that you should ask potential nursing schools. It's that time of year that a lot of you are applying to colleges and nursing schools, so I want you to be sure to ask the right questions. You need to make sure that you find the school that is the best fit for you, and there are certain questions that you should be asking of them. So these are my top 20 questions that you should be asking potential nursing schools. First, what is their NCLEX pass rate? There is a national average, and there are a lot of schools that are over the national average, and I'm sure there are some that are under the national average. So you want to make sure that you're going to school with a high NCLEX pass rate. This is the exam you're taking to get your RN license. So you want to make sure you're going to a school that prepares you to pass this test. So what is their NCLEX pass rate? Next, you should be asking, is this program in person or is it a hybrid program? Because you need to know how you learn best. Do you learn best in a classroom with other students right in front of the teacher so you can ask questions? Or are you okay with doing some things online? So you want to find out if they have all in person or if it's a hybrid program. Next, you want to ask, what is the average class size? Because you want to know how many other students are going to be in the program with you. How many students do they actually accept out of everybody who applies? Are you one that wants to go to a bigger school or are you one that wants a smaller class? Next, you want to ask if the program is accredited. There are different accreditation organizations out there that come and look at the quality of the school and of the education. So you definitely want to go to an accredited program. You also want to ask how long the program is. There are 2, 3, and 4-year programs out there. You need to see what that all entails and what program fits your needs best. You also want to ask if there are any prerequisites to get into the program. Some programs require you to have certain math or science courses in order to enter the program. So before you're applying, it's important to find out if the program has any prerequisites that you need to complete before you can apply. Along with that, you want to ask about what their application process looks like. What does their application process all entail? What information do they need from you in order to apply to that program? You also want to obviously be asking about the tuition. This is including room, board, food, books, clinical uniform, clinical supplies. You really want to know how much the program is going to cost you in total. And my next question that you should be asking is there any scholarships available that you can use towards your tuition? Next, you want to be asking what kind of academic support is available. Do they have any sort of student success program? Do they have advisors assigned to every student that you can get academic help from? Do they have any sort of tutoring help? Along with academic support, you want to be asking about if they have any personal support available. So by this, I mean, do they have anybody that you can go and talk to if you're having any personal issues that you need to go and talk to somebody about that you do not feel comfortable talking to a friend or a family member or another student about. Next, you want to be asking about their attrition and their retention rates. So attrition is how many students leave the program, and retention is how many students stay in and complete the program. So you want to know those numbers as well. Next, you want to ask if they have any RN bridge programs available. So if you're going to an ADN or a diploma program, you want to ask if there's any bridge programs to get your BSN, or do they have any RN to MSN programs if that's something that you're interested in. Along with that, do they have any sort of tuition reimbursement? So whichever hospital that they are affiliated with, if you work at that hospital, are there any tuition reimbursement programs that will pay for you to go back to further your education? Next, you should be asking if there are any NCLEX prep courses available or required at the end of the program. These are courses where someone comes in and actually goes through a review with you for the NCLEX, which, like I said before, is the test that you have to take to get your RN license. So it's wonderful if the program offers an NCLEX review course at the end of your nursing school journey. So the next question is going to be, how many clinical hours do they offer? And by this, how many clinical hours do they actually get in the hospital with patient contact? This leads me to my next question. How many sim hours do you get? And how are those hours used? Are they counted as clinical hours, or is their clinical time in the hospital plus additional hours in the sim lab. So you want to know the breakdown of those clinical hours, including the simulation time. Next question, what is the instructor to student ratio? 1 to 10 is usually the max that the ratio should be, but the less students to one instructor, the better. That way you have more one-on-one quality time with your instructor. You also want to ask where your clinical is at. What hospital is affiliated with the nursing program that you're going to be doing your clinical at? Do they use other hospitals? Do they use other areas? So you want to know where you're going to have clinical. You also want to ask, do they have any specialty clinicals? So do you get a lot of time in peds, NOB, and psych, for example? Do you get to see those specialties in clinical? I know this is a lot of questions to think about, but they are all very important when getting in touch with potential nursing schools. You're going to spend either 2, 3, 4 years of your life in this program, so you want to make sure that it's the right fit for you because everybody has their own special needs. So it's important that you are happy with your choice, but also more importantly that you're successful wherever you choose. So asking these questions will really help you narrow down the right nursing school for you and put you on the right path. Thank you all for watching this video. Ask these questions to those potential nursing schools. Let me know if they were helpful for you. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not gotten the chance to yet. Like and comment on this video. Also be sure to check out my TikTok and Instagram account, Be a Nurse They Said. And remember, don't just be a nurse, be amazing like I know you all are, and I'll see you next time.